Did you know that Mary Magdalene was hunted, silenced, and erased from history, not for what she said, but for teaching people which hand to use when they prayed? Not metaphorically, literally. The hand you pray with determines which part of your brain stays active during spiritual practice. And the church discovered early on that if they could control your hand, they could control your mind. Think about it. When was the last time you saw someone pray with their left hand leading? When did you ever witness a priest bless a congregation with their left hand raised? You haven't. Because for over 1,500 years, using your left hand in prayer was grounds for punishment, sometimes torture, sometimes death. Children had their left hands bound during church services. Schools beat left-handed students until they switched. The medieval church literally called it the devil's hand. The Latin word sinister, which means evil, malicious, threatening, originally just meant left. They transformed an entire direction into a symbol of wickedness. But why such extreme measures over something as simple as hand preference? Because Mary Magdalene taught her inner circle a technique that used the left hand to bypass every religious authority structure that would later be built. She understood that your left hand activates a completely different aspect of consciousness than your right, the part that experiences the divine directly, without needing priests, without needing doctrine, without needing permission. The church built its empire on being the necessary bridge between humanity and God. Mary's teaching eliminated the bridge. So they eliminated every trace of her method. They burned the texts. They rewrote the Gospels. They made your left hand the enemy. Look, I'm going to share something with you that took me years to piece together. Why Mary called your left hand the key to the inner kingdom, the neurological alchemy that transforms belief into gnosis, direct knowing, and the forbidden left-hand technique that dissolves the barrier between human consciousness and divine presence, the very barrier the church profits from maintaining. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm not trying to convert you to anything. I'm simply laying out what's been systematically hidden and letting you decide for yourself. Test it if you want. Ignore it if you don't. But at least now you'll know what they spent 2,000 years making sure you'd never discover. So let's uncover what they erased. Together. Every ancient spiritual tradition understood something modern religion forgot. Your two hands represent two entirely different pathways to the divine. The right hand has always symbolized the accepted path, the exoteric, the public teaching, the official doctrine. It represents obedience to external authority, collective worship, and faith in what you're told. The left hand, however, represented the esoteric path, the hidden teaching, the inner knowledge, the direct personal experience of the divine. This wasn't superstition. This was sophisticated spiritual technology. Mary Magdalene was the keeper of this left-hand secret. While Peter and the other apostles established the right-hand path of institutional Christianity,